Yeah, Friday finally. Oh, Friday finally. Can't believe we're here. The weeks go so fast. It seems like another day won't last. Only 24 hours. Time to take a shower, get up, and go to work. Get treated like it hurts, or like Jalen hurts. That's a winner, and I'm trying to be that. And I'm no beginner. Got a lot of experience going to the tiz out. Make sure that our stock don't trizz out. That's what we talking about tonight. Well, not really. Tonight we are talking about you and your needy enemies. You and your needy enemies. Some people just seem to have opposition in their lives. Some people don't seem to be able to move without knowing that there is a devil around that they can try to take down. Somebody just try to take them down too. You know who? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I know people who seem to concentrate on what their enemies don't like and what they have to say more than anybody else. And they'll try to drag you down that same road. You might not be trying to hear it. Well, we're going to talk about it tonight. Could it be that the enemies that people say are the enemies aren't really enemies at all? Could it be that those enemies need them and they need the enemies too? The kids can't get along without getting bad with you? Well, we're going to see it. Oh, yes, we are. We got a new thing. Yeah, we are stars. We take it down this road. Make sure that we hit. And I ain't trying to hear that BS. This is the type of show that's going to reveal a lot. And I'm going to make sure that what we got is something worth having. And I'm not trying to be stabbing nobody in that heart. Yo, for real, that part, you know what I'm talking about. You try to go out like a really good guy, but you're trying to get fly. It's Friday night. We should all be going. We should really be trying to be proving and showing. Yo, some people just have to have the ops. And some ops just try to have to be acknowledged. I'm not the enemy. They really are. Y'all should listen to who I am. I'm the star. You and your needy enemies. Why is it every time that me and you have to have a conversation, I got to hear about this person that's against you, these people that's against you, everybody hating on you. They don't like the way you dress. Everybody just wants to be you. They mad at you because they can't be you. Sounds crazy to me. We've talked about this kind of stuff before, but we're going to dive deeper into the text, the context, the crux of what this whole thing is. Do we have people out here who need their enemies and enemies who need their enemies? You understand what I'm talking about? Like, an enemy can't be one-sided. In order for you to be my enemy, I have to be your enemy. So what happens when one of us doesn't participate? What happens when one of us says, "Well, no, I don't want to be your enemy, and I'm not going to be your enemy, and I'm not going to treat you like my enemy, and I'm going to make sure that whether you call yourself my enemy or not, I'm going to always extend an olive branch to you. I'm going to try to be down with you, enemy. We're going to be friends." Even if I have to do things that make me uncomfortable, we are going to be friends. I'm not going to slander you or make you sound bad to anybody in public. I'm not going to talk about the things that you do to me that are disruptive. I'm not going to be your enemy. I'm going to be your friend. Why can't we be friends? 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 Well, we might not be able to be friends because that wouldn't be any fun. It's only fun when me and my friends are against you and your friends because you and your friends are bad and me and my friends are good. See, there's an old saying out there, an old saying that a movement can live without a guide, but they can't live without an enemy. People will not stay in a movement that does not have some type of opposition to it. Even church. Would you go to church if it was all about just everlasting life when you pass on and all about God's loves and God's love and God's gift? What if they said that God does not punish anybody no matter what? What if they said that your sins are just your sins and no matter what, You'll be forgiven for your sins, and there will be no hell. There will be no fire and brimstone. There will be no lake of fire. There will be no everlasting burning and despair and hurt and pain. What if? What if? You think anybody would go to church? You think they would give up 10% of their income? You think that they would join the choir? You think that they would feel like they were part of their salvation? If everybody got a trophy in religion, you think people would still follow religion? If you really think about it, one of the things that people leave religions for is because they're like, look, I can't live my life thinking that I'm going to be hurt just because I don't follow your rules. So they're trying to get away from the opposition. They're trying to get away from that enemy status. But for the rest of the people, they're like, nah, I got to make sure that I have everlasting life and that I don't burn in hell for all eternity. As a matter of fact, this is bigger than me. I gotta pray for my loved ones, my families, and all that kind of stuff to try to keep, put in a good word with God to keep them out of hell. I don't see anything wrong with it. But would people go to church all the time and participate and give of themselves and their money if there was no devil, if there was no Satan, if there was no Baphomet, if there was no Lucifer, if there was no hell, if there was no hellfire, if there was no punishment, if there was no repentance, if everybody got a trophy, what church would be better than any other church? And if you really think about it, churches compete with each other. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, they do. They do. They even have friendly competitions. You know, some of y'all done got on them church buses. And church buses got the name of your church on it. The name, the address, the phone number. Join this church. This choir is on their way down to this revival. They on their way down to this friendly church choir competition. And we're gonna win. Don't nobody make a more joyful noise unto the Lord than we do. Now do they? So we can't call these other churches, we can't call them our enemies, but they are our competition, which is all an enemy is. But y'all need each other. If all churches were on board, there would be no church competitions. There would be no choir competitions. There would be no way to win. You and your needy enemies. Excuse me, you and your needy enemies. Yeah. If there was no promise of something bad happening to you, not necessarily you personally, um, you probably wouldn't be in that space for very long and other people wouldn't join you. Who are we against? The enemy needs you, and a lot of times you need the enemy. Your enemies sometimes are your validation of life, your validation of existence. So let's get into it tonight. Friday, the 10th of February. Y'all know how fast February goes. And February is Black History Month. Black History Month, stack History Month. Black History Month. Well, black people have a lot of enemies now, don't we? And y'all conscious black people, y'all woke black people, y'all history loving, fact finding, wrong information straightening out black people. Look at the way that y'all look at these black people that are just bootlicking and Caucasian loving and acting like everything is okay and that there's no problems and everybody is created equal. Look how y'all look at your brothers and sisters when they act that way. You don't trust them. Don't lie. You ain't got to lie to me. Y'all know this is a safe space in the Daily Go Get 'Emism show. You know. I tell you straight up and down. I don't trust no niggas that act like that. That act it's all good. Black people who don't acknowledge that the fact that they are black and oppressed and have a long way to go. Black people who consider themselves to just be Americans and not black Americans. Black people who don't want to do any work to separate ourselves, not necessarily just separate ourselves, but to distinguish ourselves. How about that? To distinguish ourselves as being either the chosen ones or the ones that are always maligned in politics, maligned in government, but maligned in the media, maligned socially, maligned educationally. How do you escape that? Well, some black people seem to have just ignored it. And you be looking at them like, what in the Django is this? So you mean to tell me that the rest of us are oppressed and we acknowledge our oppression, but you say that we're not oppressed and we are responsible for feeling like we are oppressed. That's what you're telling me. So the oppression that I feel on a daily basis that I've grown into that I haven't been able to escape has been all of my mental doing. So the enemy who has made no bones about making sure that I know that he's my enemy at every waking moment of my existence is not really my enemy. It's all in my mind. Well, bite my tongue. Yeah, you be looking at our brothers and sisters mad sideways when they get like that, and you should. The thing is, I don't think that we need them because they already say that we can't unite and that we're always fighting against each other. So we know we don't need those black people. We don't need those. We don't need them. We don't need them. I don't need them. You don't need them. No me gusta. No necesito. Okay. What my other glasses? I mean, I can wear these. Okay. Carol Chamberlain, me friend, me favorita. Always a good time. Always great to see you. T. Carey, right? Morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Stacy White, thanks for coming on through. You know what time it is. You know how we do. And Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow, she about to turn it out. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. Good to see me some you. Good to see me some y'all. Thanks for coming on through. Thanks for always standing tall. All right. All right. All right. Carol says, oh Lord, I hear that quite frequently with someone. Yeah, they hating on me. They always hating on me. Man, they mad because they can't be me. They mad because they can't be me. Yeah, they mad at me because they can't be me. You sound arrogant and stupid. You see? But we got to hear that kind of shit. So people like that, they never concentrate. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, Sheila. 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 Let me get this fixed over here. Get this fixed over here. I gotta fix something right quick, y'all. I fix something real quick, and then we gonna be good. We gonna make it anyway. We gonna make it. 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 All right. Okay. What am I doing? What would what uh, uh, uh. Okay, this is what we gotta do. This is what we gotta do. Do 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 do. Sorry, y'all. I had some share problems. I had some problems related to sharing. I couldn't share. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this one. Are we there? But yeah, like I said, you will hear some people, give all of the love and props to their enemies. And they really think you want to hear that. They think you really want to hear them, complaining about, I don't, the reason I gotta work so hard is because of these people, and they over here and they just hating on me, and my family, they just don't like me because I did this and they don't, and they never did this. I have this and they never had this. I'm the only one in my job and my family that ever got a job. I come from a family of nothing but welfare recipients and all that kind of stuff. So I got a different father than they have. So I'm a little bit different than them, but to me, they just my family. It don't matter who's who and blah, 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 blah. And all of that, a lot of that stuff may actually be true, but you're not trying to hear that day in and day out, time and time again. That cannot engulf and encompass your entire existence. It can't be your daily story. Meanwhile, okay, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. How is it that you can concentrate on the one or two or maybe even 100 people who are against you when there are thousands or tens of thousands and millions or millions of people who support you? But all that matters is those little devils. I've been to comedy shows, and it's a funny thing. Like, the comedian will be up there killing it. The whole room is ha 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 ha. Oh my God. He ain't even get started in his set yet. He's just punching around. He's just punching around. He just, messing with people in the crowd, and just dropping a few punchlines here and there and cutting on cats and all that kind of stuff. Shaking the room, warming them up, getting them right. And he'll find one table where he does not see them laughing. They might be talking amongst themselves. They might not even be set up yet. They might be ordering drinks or food and all that kind of stuff. They still enjoying the show, but they don't have his full attention. Or he doesn't have their full attention on him. So he'd be like, Dad, y'all over there, y'all not laughing at nothing. And the rest of the room is like, so forget about all our ha ha ha's. You gotta You pointing out this little room as far as you can see. It's not even that easy to see when you're on stage because the lights are in your face. So somebody in the back that's not laughing, you can't see them. You have to go by what it sounds like in the room. Ha 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 ha. So there's no denying whether you're killing it or not. But they will find the one or two people that they can visibly see not yakking it up, cracking up at every word that they say. And they will put their concentration and everybody else's concentration right on that table. Like it's a bully pulpit. Like, okay, now y'all better go ahead and laugh because this guy is funny. We all paid our money, but you're obligated to laugh your ass off. That's crazy. But needy. A lot of times when we think about somebody who is needy, we think about somebody who is dependent. Well, your enemies may be dependent upon you. They may need your involvement. They may need you to fight against them every day, literally and or figuratively. They need you. If you ignore your enemies, he's going to go away. She's going to go away. There's no fun. They won't even be able to explain it. Like, well, how are they your enemy? They not even care. They don't even care about what you're saying. You came out with paperwork against them. They didn't even acknowledge it. I don't think the paperwork is real. You're the only one that got the paperwork. You're the only one who cares about the paperwork. You know, you and your needy enemies. What y'all know? If y'all would like to call into the show, you want to talk about this, ask a question, make a statement, yak it up, talk about your experience with this, I invite you to call in. And the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. It is the Daily Go Getterism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, and we are talking about you and your needy enemies on this Friday night, February 10th. Thank God it's Friday. Flashback Friday. Yeah, you and your needy enemies. A lot of people don't want to look at themselves as being needy in that way. I understand. It kind of makes you look weak. You know, whenever we say that somebody is needy, they look like they're not strong enough to stand on their own. Well, wouldn't that be a good way to look at your enemies? Mm-hmm. And if you really wanted to shut your enemies down, wouldn't that be the perfect drop to have on them? Oh, you need attention. Guess what? I'm not going to give you any. But some people can't do it. You know why? Because they needy their goddamn selves. They needy their goddamn selves. They need you to need them. They're going crazy knowing you won't fight my brothers tonight. Well, we're gonna rap about that tonight. We're gonna see if we can clear the air. We're gonna see if we can get some knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Matter of fact, let's do the supreme mathematics. I ain't did it in a while. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, freedom, power, equality, God, building, destroy, born, cipher, born, building, destroy, God, equality, power, culture, freedom, understanding, wisdom, knowledge. All praises due to Allah. All praises due to... Now, you know, I was talking about religion earlier. And a lot of people think that the enemy of Christianity is Islam. It's not. There are no religious enemies. All of y'all are praising God, supposedly. That's what you're supposed to be doing. But enemies, I mean, Christians are not enemies of Muslims. Muslims are not enemies of Hindus. Hindus are not enemies of Buddhists. Buddhists are not enemies of spirituality or whatever. It doesn't work that way. It ain't my God versus your God. But there have been certain people who have promoted that kind of dumb shit. You know, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Ali Boumaier, Ali Boumaier. What's the name? Oh, damn it. Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins did that, tried to do that shit against Felix Trinidad when they had that big fight back in the day. They're talking about some America versus Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a state of. I don't know if y'all remember that. I remember looking at that like, see, the media will openly allow ignorance, stupidity, and ridiculousness when it's for the money. You ain't American, you Puerto Rican, dumbass. You's about a whole fool. And I love B-Hop. Bernard Hopkins, Dogtown, Philadelphia. He's a Germantown native. You think he ain't when he is? You think he won't when he whiz? But I couldn't support that. But he knew he needed an enemy. In order to promote that fight, he needed to make Felix Trinidad an enemy of him personally and an enemy of the United States. I remember he ripped up the Puerto Rican flag. We like, let's do it. I'm like, that ain't gonna play out very well down Fifth and Allegheny, Lehigh, Berks. I'm like, yo, dude. That ain't a good look. That ain't a good look, my dude. Emily, hello, people. Wow, you took time out to put all those periods on there. And you got an iPhone, so you know that wasn't easy. It's impressive. You had to go capital H. Then you had to go to the other page and put a period. Then you had to go back to the other page, capital E. Then you had to go to the other page, period. That took a while. I'm impressed. I hope you copy and pasted that. Save yourself a little bit of time. I could do it fast because I got an Android. But iPhone is not the enemy of Android. Actually, it is. But, it ain't real. At the end of the day, we spending our money. All right. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill, says, quoting my Facebook tagline, I don't need help getting a headache. Fuck frenemies and straight out enemies alike. I hear that. Stacy White says, they have competition, but it ain't friendly. You talking about churches? Them churches, they be having, friendly. It's supposed to be friendly. It's supposed to be friendly competition. It's supposed to be. So it says massa is good, is a good massa. Going from here with that. I like the way you wrote that. Very ethnic right there. Gone from here with that. Well, he said, well, get on from here now. Get on from here now. I like it. No, it also says warring nations choose what they call God, like gold, oil, etc. Yeah, the United States wants to straight up and say God, straight up and down say God when they have a president with enough balls to say it. It's a funny thing. It's a funny thing because as much as we push democracy around the world, so-called democracy around the world, or the democratic agenda around the world. We're more careful now to label certain countries as our enemy. And I think a lot of that has to do with multimedia. The United States used to be able to run around the world doing whatever they wanted to do and always painting themselves as the good guys before there were cameras everywhere, writers everywhere, truth seekers and tellers everywhere, before there was the internet. Now they have to watch their step. They can't say so much of how much good they have done and paint themselves as being angels. Doesn't work like that anymore. But it did. They had a nice run. They had a hellified run. The Vietnamese War, the war in Vietnam, exposed the United States and their ills, and how much hell war was back in the 60s and early 70s. Right there on your TV screen, whether it was black and white or color TV, you saw like, oh my God. You saw bombs bursting. We hear about bombs bursting in it, but when you actually see it, and when you actually see human destruction right there on your TV, women and children getting killed too. Well, that's why the Vietnam War was so unpopular. Korea, we didn't get to see that. World War II, we didn't get to see that. World War I, we didn't get to see that. Spanish-American War, we didn't get to see that. It's different. It's different. The victor was able to easily paint themselves as the rewriter of history. So they always made themselves look like a hero. The Vietnam War cut all of that. Now you got to conduct yourself a certain kind of way, America. And America ain't been the same. It ain't been the same since then. Why you think there was a big push to, let our soldiers know, thank you for your service. You didn't have to do that. It was a foregone conclusion before Vietnam. After Vietnam, it was like, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, you over there fighting, but what did you do? Did you fight within the rules? Were you over there raping babies? Raping kids, women, children, bombing villages and stuff that wasn't even on the war map? Did you do that? Dropping napalm and burning people alive and all that kind of stuff. Did you do that? Did you participate in that? Even if you didn't do it yourself, did you see your battalion do it and you just kept your mouth shut so you could finally come home and act like you was over there earning Purple Hearts? Did you and your needy enemies, needy enemies, needy enemies. Mia Cunningham, thanks for coming on through. Good to see you. Carol Chamberlain says, side note, I have some tea for you, Omar. Just have to catch up to you to give it to you. Well, thank you. Appreciate me some Y-O-O. Shirley Shore, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Shore, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. That's what's up. Emily, don't be mad. It took you a while to write that. You know it wasn't easy. You know what I mean? You had to have some time on your hands to do that tonight. You surely wasn't multitasking when you did that, because that's a two-handed job. Don't try to play me. You're not my enemy, Em. You are not my enemy. Let me make sure that you're still a moderator over here. Gotta make sure you're still a moderator, so I can prove So I can prove that you're not my enemy. No, it says, hey, remember when Sinead O'Connor ripped up the picture of Pope John Paul II? I do remember that. I do remember that, Shinehead O'Connor. Sinead O'Connor. Nothing compares. Nothing compares. Stacey White says, my pastor used to say a long time ago, when you are in trouble, you don't care who pray for you. I hear that. No, it says, I wish I had thought to ask my granddad about being in the Korean War in the segregated troops. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the Vietnam War exposed a lot of that too. How in all the other wars, they made it seem like the white troops were the only ones that were heroes. They were the only ones that were out there fighting. They were the only ones out there on the front lines. They were the only ones scoring those victories. They made it sound like them black people, they was just the black people, they join the army and everything after they drop out of high school and all that kind of stuff, but they're not responsible for this freedom. Meanwhile, the truth was that black troops have always been the reason that we have won every war in this country. Every single war, including starting with the Revolutionary War. If it wasn't for those black slaves on both sides, the ones that went over to the British side because they were promised their freedom if they fought, and the ones that fought on this side, then there wouldn't be no America. There wouldn't be no America. Wouldn't have even been a fight. There wouldn't have been a fight. There wouldn't have been no fight. You and your needy enemies. Why do you give your enemies so much love? Why are you always talking about your haters? Why do you care what they had to say about the way that you look, the way that you dress, the things that you say, the people that you know, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your spouse, your kids? Why are you always looking for their commentary? Why does it seem like you can't get through a day without acknowledging your haters? Some people will get right there on social media or on camera and be like, hey, I want to give a shout out to all my haters, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't work this hard. Like you straight up and down acknowledge them, and you're telling the truth, because the people who love you don't mean shit to you. You don't need your lovers. You need your haters. Your haters make you feel strong, validated. They give you a sense of accomplishment. Even when you win, even when you take your haters down, you find a way and go and help them back up. Like, yo, I ain't mean to kill you, hater. Hey, yo, come on over here. Yo, give my hater CPR. Give him CPR. Hurry up. And give him some first aid. You gotta. He bleeding out. Give him put a tourniquet on him. Hold on, hater. Hold on, hater. Because I'm gonna get a blessing from you. God says if I have to love thy hater. I do love you, hater. I do. I love you. I love you. Oh shit, hater! Almost thought I lost you. I mean, yeah. Look, I saved your bum ass. Yeah, you know what I mean. It was my love of the Lord that made me save you. You don't want your haters on your side. You want your haters to stay right there on their side, validating you, showing you love, time, attention, making you feel strong, making you feel more than strong, making you feel strong. I'm strong. We strong. We are young. No. No one can tell us we're wrong. Holding our hearts for so long. You know, love is a battlefield, baby. Love is a battlefield. Oh, I should have said hate it. Hate is a battlefield. You and your needy enemies. You and your needy enemies. No, it says anything you don't want to do, the color troops will do for you. Wasn't that on that was from a soldier story, right? Anything you don't want to do, the color troops will do for you. Anything you don't want to do, the color troops will do for you. Anything you don't want to do, the Negro troops will do for you. It's a great play, great movie. TK right says, I guess that hear them tell it. All we did in military was cook. I know. I know. like if the colored troops did fight and win for us, like they was gonna get the glory. The ones that fought got treated worse than the POWs. That's what Nazi in the that's what the Nazi told them. Like, what are y'all fighting for, you dumbasses? Y'all over there in y'all own country, getting strung up, crosses burned on your lawns, no opportunities, no education, no love, no money, no acknowledgement. All y'all get is incarceration, poverty, lack of education, ignorance, and a chance to praise massa on every level. Y'all dumb as shit. The Vietnamese straight told those Negro black troops, like, y'all must be out of y'all damn mind. You must be crazy. Anyway, you and your needy enemies. You and your needy enemies. Why do we need our enemies? Why do our enemies need us? We need each other. We need each other. Or they need each other, whatever the case may be. I mean, many of us have become evolved over the years, because fighting against your enemies all your life can leave you war torn. Do you know what it's like to be war torn from your enemies? That's when you're war torn. You're war torn. Like your neighborhoods are decimated. There's nothing but rubble and destroyed concrete and steel. It's war torn. You're looking like a nation that has been bombed too many times and just destroyed. And that may be the way that you feel about fighting with your enemies. You're tired. Nigga, you're tired. And you probably realize that there are no rewards to this war. I can't win this war. Even if I win, I won't win nothing. There's nothing here because it's all mental. You know what they say? It's war and rumors of war. The rumors of war worse than the war because the rumors of war are what has you thinking that the enemy is coming and that they're armed and that they're going to get you. Rumors of war. The real war itself, you either live or you die. That's it. That's it. You survive, you win. You die, you lose. That's it. Very cut and dry. Very black and white. TK right says leaves you battle weary, war torn. You know what I mean? Your chevrons and your other medals and shit is just all fucked up on your shirt there. Medals don't mean nothing. You haven't won anything. So you out here acknowledging your haters, ignoring your lovers. And we probably all know what it feels like to be involved with a lover that treats us like the love that we give means nothing. You know, they might be concentrating on their ex or a love interest somewhere over yonder, somewhere over there. You supposed to be concentrating on what's here, but your mind is over here. Let's say your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. You're messing me around. You know, there aren't too many things worse than that. You vying for somebody's attention, and they're telling you that they're not thinking about somebody else, but all evidence points to the fact that they are. So your love, your time, your attention means nothing to them. Nothing. It's very demoralizing when your lover is acting like you're their enemy. You know how angry that can make you. You know how resentful that can make you. You know how you can carry that energy over into your next relationship. It's toxicity. That ain't no good. That ain't no good. And we say we don't trust our enemies. We say we don't trust our enemies, but the truth of the matter is we trust our enemies more than we trust the people who are supposed to be our friends sometimes. Because think about how much we suspect our friends of being our enemies in secret. You know, we question our enemies all the time. We test our enemies all the time. You know, we suspect I'm sorry, y'all. I'm saying it wrong. We test our friends all the time. We suspect our friends all the time. We're suspicious of our friends all the time. We make our friends prove their love, loyalty, and dedication all the time. We don't have to do that with our enemies because they've already solidified who they are. The biggest thing or the most confusing thing that our enemies can do is to do something nice for us. Now we like, what the fuck? Y'all know how that go. You ever had an enemy, that you saw or know for a fact spoke up for you? Be like, what kind of enemy are you? You've been waiting for your enemy to do you in. But instead, you got into a fight with another enemy and your enemy jumped in and helped you. You're like, what the fuck? I thought you was going to get in and help them. Like, yeah, well, if they do you in, then I can't fight you anymore. See you on the battleground later. We took care of that motherfucker, didn't we? Don't forget, your enemy is always there for you. And that's not even a joke. Your enemy is always there for you. You can count on them. You can count on her. You know where they're going to be. You know what they're going to say. You know how they're going to act. They're dependable. Your friends, you'd be like, prove to me that you are my friend. You ain't even called me last week or over the weekend. You ain't my friend. You ain't active. Your enemy might not be active every day either, but you know where he is and you know that you can count on him. So your requirements are low for your enemies, but for your friends, they got to do work. They got to put in work to be your friend. What? Oh, I'm lying? I'm tripping right now? Okay. All right, whatever. whatever. It says, thinking about the inmate that was killed shortly after getting out. That's what black soldiers face after the service. That's a common story, too. It also says, your enemy will do you no harm because you know where he's coming from. Don't let the handshake and the smile fool you. Take my advice. I'm only trying to school you. You and your needy enemies. My enemies make me feel alive. When people hate on me, I know I'm doing something good out here. They say if it was worth having, no, they say if it was easy, nobody would want it. They say if it was easy, nobody would want it. The way we grew up, even in love, even in relationships, if your girl gave you the ass easily, you questioning her about how many times she gave up the ass easily to everybody else. Because she sure couldn't have liked you or loved you that much to give you the ass. So you make her feel bad about giving you what you wanted. What? I'm talking a foreign language? I'm talking a foreign language? Y'all don't, I'm the only one who knows dudes who wanted to get with this chick so bad, then they got with the chick, but they got with the chick easier than they thought that they would be able to get with her. So now all of a sudden she became a hoe. Oh, she give it up easily. I'm good. I heard she gave Jason some ass. I'm good. So she make you wait for the ass. She make you wait. I don't know, the Steve Harvey 90-day joint. Now she's a good girl. No way could she be smart enough to make you wait, but give Jason the ass fast. Because she knew Jason wasn't going to run his mouth. Or she knew Jason was fair about whatever. Or she knew Jason was handling and she needed to get her shit off. Now you'd have made your love interest your enemy. If it was easy, nobody would want it. That's what they say. They ain't meet me. Because if it's hard, I ain't never going to get it. That's just me, though. With me, people got to be easy. Things are hard, but people, easy. Things can be hard, but people got to be easy. I'm like, hey. But shoot, any chick ever messing with me wasn't no hoe afterwards. If anything, you was blessed. You were an angel. You're my blue, 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 blue angel. Blue, blue, blue. What?
$90.
Stacey White says, I'm tired of the saying. Me too. No, it says that poses the question of who was the hoe first. You forgetting it or them for giving up? I agree.
60 seconds.
Okay. Let's do these birthday shout outs. And the reason I'm looking funny is because there's something interesting about these birthday shout outs, but we're going to get into that in a minute. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious February 10th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Karen Darlene Montgomery. Happy birthday to you, Karen Darlene Montgomery. And also my girl, going all the way back to like the 1982, something like that. Lisa Long, turning 56 years old today. Do the damn thing, Lisa. And also Adrian Heights, turning 46 years old today. And the reason that I looked at this Adrian Heights thing sideways, because her birthday was a couple of weeks ago. What the hell? Nah, I got nothing. All right, but happy birthday to you again, Adrian. And also Naomi Fior Dimon. How do you pronounce it? Okay, Naomi, and this is my family. This is my sister's cousin. It's not my cousin, it's my sister's cousin. Naomi Fior Dimando. Naomi Fior Dimando. Naomi Fior Dimando. Happy birthday to you, Naomi Fior Dimando. And last but not least, my brother Kevin Alfred out there on the forefront fighting for our black freedom, turning 56 years old today. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious February 10th. I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen. Your enemies are needy. You are needy of your enemies. Y'all need each other. Y'all need to stop acting like y'all real enemies. Y'all not enemies. Y'all more like brothers and sisters. Miss me with that craziness that y'all don't want each other around, because from the first day, the first time I met you, I knew that the two of y'all were brown and y'all were down like a submarine, still clean off each other, still like brothers and y'all sisters, and y'all diss each other, but that's just the way it go. Y'all can't even exist without each other, yo, and that's true. So what we gonna do? I'm gonna stop listening all the negativity from you. They need you, you need them. Y'all light up a spliff and get them, but I gonna watch the whole parade. I'm tired of listening to all this craziness. Watching the shade. It's like a blade, cutting like a knife, taking them on, bonding with them like a wife, spouse. Yeah, we about to be out, but we be back tomorrow. So don't have no sorrow. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. we will be back with the Urban Therapy with Sun show. So make sure y'all plant yourselves here tomorrow at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, 1:30. Yeah, listen. Don't nail me down in that, but there will be a show tomorrow. I can guarantee you that. All right. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Peace, y'all. Peace.